Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
Yeah, I'm
Hamid.
glad you're here. I know you sent me a note. And,
Yeah. Well, thank you for the invitation. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I have
Where are you based?
Arizona.
Okay,
Arizona. I have one major question, which is that, like, obviously the naysayers are very adamant that Rivian is going to run out of money before you get this stuff done and R2 scales and you get to profitability. What is your sort of immediate response to that? Like, you know, that criticism that, like, because
No,
you guys have lost so much money so far, and it's like, okay, this is a company that doesn't know how to make money. That's the criticism. What is the sort of response that you guys have the will or know how to get to profitability?
I think one of the things that's hard to communicate, a friend of mine always says, if you start a company that's complex, be comfortable being misunderstood for a while. And one of the things that's hard to communicate is it's not like we're losing money and it's not planned or projected. So we made the decision to invest really heavily in a lot of things: capacity, technology, in our case, service infrastructure. But as that all comes together, we're very confident that, especially with the launch of the run this brings, that comes back around and the company goes from losing money to making money, and then these decisions we're making today around investment will actually pay for themselves in higher cash flow and higher levels of profitability. So in some ways it's I'd say we're in the misunderstood phase of our growth, where we're not like wondering, I wonder what's going to happen in 2026. Like, we have a pretty clear line of sight to it, and as you see with our guidance, I know you follow us closely.
Yeah.
We're not saying like we're going to be profitable next week. We recognize that we need to ramp production. We recognize we're investing heavily in technology, but we're doing like really robust work on cash planning to make sure we're protected for that. In terms of people saying we're not on money, on day one I heard that.
Yeah.
On day 1,000 I've heard that. On day 15,000, it's like, so that's a story that has been really consistent since the beginning.
Do you see needing to raise more money to get there to profitability?
I'm sure heard us on earnings calls.
Yeah.
What we've been able to accumulate in terms of cash allows us to launch R2, ramp R2 without needing additional capital. Claire says this all the time. Of course, we'll be opportunistic if we see an opportunity to bolster and maybe perhaps go faster in certain areas.
Right.
But it's fortunately we have enough cash today that it's not a necessity, but it's something we'll look at opportunistically.
That's fantastic.